Hello, and welcome to Tutoring Hour. In this video, we'll learn to form the 3 degrees of comparison in adjective. A spaceship was flitting around the sky with a whirring sound. Staring through the glass dome was Zorg, an alien from the other planet. He was exploring the Earth. He saw 3 skyscrapers of different heights. One was tall, the other was taller, and the third was the tallest. The words tall, taller, and tallest are the positive, comparative, and superlative degrees of adjectives. The positive degree of the adjective is used to describe the height of the skyscraper. Positive adjectives are also used to make equal comparisons. For instance, we can say, the skyscraper was as tall as the tower. But to compare the height of 2 skyscrapers, we need to use the comparative adjectives. We can form comparative adjectives by adding the suffix er. To compare more than 2 skyscrapers, we need to use the superlative degree. We can form superlative adjectives by adding the suffix est. Thus, we can describe the 3 skyscrapers as tall, taller, and tallest. Not all comparative and superlative adjectives are formed by adding er and est. When the adjective ends in e, adding an r and st will work fine. Zorg then compared 3 birds. The pelican was large. The crane was larger than the pelican, and the ostrich was the largest of the 3. Zorg went on to compare a grizzly, a panda, and a raccoon. The raccoon was fat. The panda was fatter than the raccoon, and the grizzly was the fattest of the 3. We have our third rule here. When the base adjective is in a consonant-vowel-consonant format, we should double the consonant before adding the suffix er or est. So we have fat, fatter, and fattest, and big, bigger, biggest. Zorg flew across the park. He saw kids playing there. The kid on the slide was happy. The boy in the sandbox was happier. The girl climbing the monkey bars was the happiest. For this, we have our next rule. When a 2-syllable adjective ends in y, as in happy or easy, change the y to I and add er and est to make the comparative and superlative adjectives. Now, is that rule easy, easier, or the easiest to remember? Some 2-syllable adjectives end in le, ow, or er. Take r or er to form the comparatives and st or est to form superlatives. As in simple, simpler, and simplest. Narrow, narrower, and narrowest. And clever, cleverer, and cleverest. Zorg steered his spaceship and accidentally bumped into a tree, which damaged a part of the vehicle, bringing it to a halt, and started mending his spaceship. His drill gun was helpful, but his hand welder was more helpful than the drill gun. The maintenance jack was the most helpful. Did you notice the words more and most? We don't normally use the er and est endings with 2-syllable adjectives ending in ful, ing, or ed. Instead, we use more and most to form comparative and superlative adjectives. The last rule says, adjectives of 3 or more syllables form the comparative from more, less, and the superlative with most, least. Zorg was hungry. His tractor beam attracted a few items from the mobile food truck parked at a distance. He took a bite of the sandwich. It was delicious. The burger, however, was more delicious than the sandwich. But the pizza was the most delicious of all things he had ever eaten. He wanted to rest. A sleeping pad should be good, he thought. A rocking chair would be better, he imagined. A hammock would be the best, he decided. The irregular comparative and superlative adjectives, good, better, and best, have brought us to the end of our video. Zorg tied his hammock to the trees and rested a while. Just then, the alarm started ringing, and it was time to go. A push at the button elevated the spaceship. A tractor beam from the spaceship filled the place and drew Zorg toward it. And Zorg set off to his planet.
If you want to practice this stuff, then tutoringhour.com is the place to be. If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, do that right now. Thanks for watching Tutoring Hour.